Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, here's another version of a traveler's notebook. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you invite me into your home and for the wonderful ways in which you support my channel. So today we're going to be making another version of a traveler's notebook, and I think you'll enjoy this. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So here's a closer look at today's awesome project. When finished, it measures 6 by 4.5 and 3/4 of an inch deep. When we open it, this is what we have. So on this side, I decided to add some sticky notes, and on this side we have 3 removable notebooks. And so as you're able to see, we have 3 different sizes and we have 3 pockets. So whenever you're ready, you just pull out the size that you want to make note in, and then you can put it back in. This will go in your purse, it'll go in your briefcase, it'll go in your backpack, wherever you want to put it. And then I just attach the pen by looping it over the top. As simple as that. So here's what we're going to need to make it. So y'all, this is going to be a chipboard project, and I will be using a medium weight chipboard. If you don't want to use chipboard, you can try substituting cardboard or cereal boxes, whatever is going to work for you, but I am using a medium weight chipboard. I have one piece that measures 3/4 of an inch by 6, and I have 2 pieces that measure 4.5 by 6. And then I have some decorative medium weight papers. I have one piece that measures 2 by 5 3/4, one piece that measures 3 by 5 3/4, and one piece that measures 4 by 5 3/4. And then I have the jackets for the notebooks. I have one that measures 7 by 5. I have one that measures 7 5/8 by 5. And I have one that measures 8 by 5. Then I have my inside liner piece, and this piece measures 5 3/4 by 10. And I have the cover for the jacket, and this piece measures 12 by 8. Then you're going to need some stacks of white paper. In each one of my books, I'm putting 15 sheets. You can put 15 to 20 sheets in each book. And so to make our project, I am going to peel away the tape backers from my chipboard. And so I'm going to take my chipboard pieces and we're going to place them down like this. So I'll take my first piece and I'm just going to place it down. Take this piece, place it down with about 1/8 of an inch in spacing in between. And then we'll take this piece and we'll do the same thing. So we're going to place it down with about 1/8 of an inch of spacing in between. Now I'll flip that over. Give that a nice burnishing. I'll take my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and drive it into the paper to get a score. And this helps when you are working with a thicker paper that might be prone to cracking. You're loosening the fibers. You might not eliminate the cracking, but you might help to reduce the severity of it by doing this. So now I'll stand it up and just train the paper to fold over. Then we're going to miter these ends here, like that. And guys, if you like what I'm doing on my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I'd also love it if you'd watch the video until the end, because that is so important to the success of my channel. So now I'm going to take my tape and we're going to place tape to cover the chipboard. Then I'll peel away the tape backers, and then we'll just stand up and fold over. Then when I get to these pieces, I'm going to add just a little bit of tape here on the end, because when I folded over the initial pieces, I covered up some of that tape. So I want to make sure that I'm able to have good tape coverage on my whole project. I'm just going to go ahead and get that nice and stuck. Now we're going to take our liner piece and we are going to place the liner piece down. I want this to be the part showing. So I am just going to take my tape, and I am using my wide tape. You can use whichever width you want to on this. And I'm placing down my tape. And then I'll peel away the tape backers and we'll place this down on that jacket. So I'm going to take this and we're going to place it down like that. Go ahead and get that nice and stuck and make sure you really work that stick. So then I'll come in from this side, work my spine, and I'll come at it from this side and work my spine. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking to make sure that I don't have any paper puckering in my corners, and I don't. So now I'm just going to loosen this just a little bit, like that. So then I want to put down my pockets, and this is going to be a very easy pocket building process. We're going to be placing down a total of 3 pockets, but we're going to do it in a different way. So we're going to take the pieces that measure 2 by 5 3/4, 3 by 5 3/4, and 4 by 5 3/4, and we're just going to add some glue along the edge. 2 short edges and 1 long edge, and we'll start with the piece that measures 2 by 5 3/4. So let's place that glue. We're going to bring in the piece that measures 3 by 5 3/4, and we're simply going to join the 2 like that. Then we're going to take our glue, take that piece that measures 3 by 5 3/4, and you want to make sure that you really do have a good glue stick on this because you're going to be putting those notebooks in. So we're going to take this piece and then we stack it on this piece like that. So we're going to get that nice and stuck. Now we're going to take this whole piece and we're going to add our glue along 2 shorter edges and the bottom. This is just a quick and easy way to create a stackable pocket. So now when we take it, I'm going to take it and place it right here. So I'm not going to place it on the fold or the spine. I'm just placing it fairly close to that. So now I can take my big old spatula, get that nice and stuck. And there's that piece. We simply need to let that dry. So now we can bring in our notebooks and you can decide whichever side works best for you. You can place this in your scoreboard and score it at the halfway point. I'm not. I am just going to fold it and score all of my pieces like this. Now I'm going to take my papers and fold them like this. And now all I have to do is just put them in my books like this. So then wherever you have the overhang, I'm going to bring in my ruler and a nice sharp finger blade, and I'm just going to cut through. Like that. Do the same thing with this one. Bring in my nice sharp finger blade. And just cut through. So I am just going to take my stapler and we're going to place some staples. So I am just placing my stapler down on the fold and I will staple. Don't always get them the straightest, but that's okay. I'm not stressing. And we'll do our last one. So I am just going in on that fold and giving it a little pounce. Then I will just reinforce my folds. I'm going to use my finger blade just to go in and open my pockets just a little bit to make it easier to put the books in. And the books go in smallest to the largest. So I'm going to take my smallest book and put it in like that. We'll take our medium-sized book, tuck it in like that, and then we'll take our largest book and we'll tuck it in the back like that. Now when I tucked it in, it sort of pulled away on the side, and that was because I probably didn't have enough glue holding it, so I added some more glue, and I have placed down my clips to keep it closed. Now this is going to be pretty thick when you do it, so if you don't want the thickness of this, just take out one of your books and you can just have two in there, and then you can tuck something in this pocket. So you don't have to have 3 books in it. I have 3 in mine, but I wanted that tightness so that the books would not fall out. And for me, I simply didn't add enough glue to this side when I was placing it because this side was fine. So we're going to leave that like that. And now we're just going to place some sticky notes. So I am just going to take a little bit of my tape and place it on the back. Place a sticky note there. Then I'm going to place a sticky note set right here. Then I'll take some sticky note flags. And I'm just adding some extra tape because I don't want this to come undone, because I want it to stay in there for a very long time. And now all we need to do is a little bit of decorating. So I have the sticker that I'm going to place right there, but I'm going to add some glue to the back because I don't think my sticky is all that strong. And then here on the front, I am going to take this sticker that says "Grace is not perfection." Remove the backer and just add some sticky like that. We're going to keep it very, very simple. I'm going to go ahead and remove my clips because I think that'll hold now. And so y'all, there we have it. Another sweet little traveler's notebook. On the first one, I did some distressing with a nail file. On this one, I think I'm just going to add some ink to the outside, just to age that a little bit. We don't have to do too much. And so there it is, my friends. We can just take a pen and clip it like that and close it. You don't need to add a pin loop. You can just get a pin as long as it has that attachment for you to loop over. And there you go. We have these sweet little notebooks that if we want, we can decorate the front or we can leave them as is. But we have a place here to write a quick sticky note and put it someplace. And we have these awesome little notebooks that we can pull out and write our messages in. And so I would encourage you to practice before you make this project, because you might find that you don't want yours as tight-fitting as I have mine, that you only want to have 2 notebooks in with a pocket here in the front, or you might want to just have the back be a pocket to tuck other items in. However you do it is completely up to you, because as I always say, what I'm showing you is just a jumping off point, and you can tweak it to make it fit however you want it to be. So I'm going to bring that first one back in so that we can get a look at all of this goodness. You can use these for any season, any reason, anyone. But I hope that you have enjoyed today's super awesome project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.